Try this again. This is getting aggravating. Awful. Offense can't do nothing. Defense can't stop them now. Just keep playing the same game and never make the playoffs, don't we?
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see A.J. McCarron and the Baltimore Ravens versus Josh Allen and the New York Giants.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
22, Christian McCaffrey.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Giants first down.
To the air, Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
At the Ravens' 16-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal, Giants.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
At the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Here's Hines. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD.
Touchdown.
Nyheim Hines.
Let's go.
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Leading the charge is A.J. McCarron, the 6'3" quarterback from Alabama.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And he will find the open man. It's D.J. Moore. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
McCarron on 1st down. Open man is born. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is McCarron. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That's good.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, in this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 4 catches, 55 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now. Number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
12 yards there and a first down. running from the gun with Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
McCarron going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Melvin Ingram, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. At the 9-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
He'll live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Chargers' kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Ravens.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
10, Ravens 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Allen. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. On play action, Allen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen throwing the out route and complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
To Juju Smith-Schuster.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And again, it's Allen. And open, it's Moss, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Tajay Sharp now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's McCarron. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun here, McCarron. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
McCarron now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air on second down. It's McCarron. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Shotgun snap from McCarron. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you're...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A.J. McCarron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. 11 yards there, 1st down.
On the play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Allen to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete. He finds
Let's go.
Sharp.
Touchdown.
Touchdown! Giants. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Butker now to add the extra point.
What's that?
And the lead is up to 14.
Oh,
A
that's
drive
good.
that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. This to Graham on the short pass. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. This to Graham on the short pass. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. McCarron, that is caught. It's Tajae Sharp. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Nope.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off up at FedEx Field, an NFC battle between Carolina and Washington. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Tyrell Williams, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. In that game, level as they take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Butker is set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, give them a good 10 yards on the return, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to...
And oh, he coughed it up. And who's got it? The Giants.
McCarron on the keeper.
Let's go. Fumble.
Fumble on the play.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Intentional ground there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
27, Ravens.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there.
Right.
I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun handoff to Henry. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From midfield, here's Allen. Caught out left side by Robinson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Allen's
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
New York.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the Giants are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The tackle made.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Yes.
So the drive there
Let's go.
took 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use Fortnite.
I'm impressed,
Yeah,
aren't
I
you?
am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks, if I'm not
That
mistaken,
does,
correct?
that does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They fake the give. Now McCarron. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now McCarron. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now a run with McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down.
He's showing out.
Tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
I like it.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Take it to the fourth quarter.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield.
First down.
At the 49. 11 yards there, first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
17 yards.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
McCaffrey. And they'll work
Nice,
it
held the
inside
edge.
15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Way to be.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger,
Great.
and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
The Giants on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. This will be caught at about the 5.
What? That wasn't a
And
touchdown?
he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal, New York.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. McCarron on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
The 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's McCarron. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now here's McCarron again. They set up the screen for Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And again, it's McCarron. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and
so the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry will get it.
As if you motherfuckers ran it.
And he'll take it in the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Fuck you.
And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Aaron Donald
on the stop was Aaron Donald. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
12 yards there and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Giants on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Flushed out right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 9 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. Incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap from McCarron. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there.
Who got him?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A.J. McCarron looking to throw.
Yes.
And that will be incomplete.
Let's go.
McCarron's pass intended.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 22-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's the ball game.
13 yards.
223 yards on the ground and a touchdown for McCaffrey.
13 yards. First down, New York.
Turf toe.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
We killed it, boys.
So for the Giants, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in
Cincinnati for them next week. They'll probably drop that game. Pretty sure I lost to Cincy this year. Really, C-Mac got enough. The only thing I can upgrade. I'll take it. Oh yeah. Okay. On to week 17 we go. Let's see what we're going up against with Dallas real quick. Get off this stream. Evan Ingram. No, I'm gonna sit you, bro. Moss filled in pretty good for you last game. Check out the weekly awards now. Yep, McCaffrey. Von Miller. LA's a problem. I'm glad they do not have a decent quarterback. Who is it? Jimmy G? Okay. Alright. Scouted all the guards and tackles, I'm pretty sure. Garbage. Garbage. All terrible. Ugh. Okay. 8 and 7, are they in the playoff bracket? They are, I might knock them out. Baltimore is still the 4 seed after that loss too. Dang. Damn, Lamar, 41 touchdowns, you're an animal. Damn, Aaron, 21 interceptions. Saquon's on the Browns. What is going on? Damn. "23 sacks, Miller? What?" That is insane. Is I don't understand. Alright, let's check out Dallas roster real quick. I'll go ahead and sim the practice most likely. Deshaun Watson. Kareem Hunt. Oh, Tyler Lockett. Harden center's weak. Right guard's injured. Man, that defense is stacked. This is gonna be a bitch. Alright guys. Let's see, start weekly training. one upgrade available, and it's a non-starting player. Jeez. Thanks, Madden. Really helping me out. Alright, guys. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. Gonna end this stream. Probably be back up with another one in a little bit.